So then, this is the 144i Catshill to Worcester Rediscovered. Now, as you know, the 144i operated as the per current 144 route. Now, when it was the 144 and 144i, the 144i went to Catshill, Green Lane, where the service terminated, where we just started our journey, while the 144 went into the centre of Birmingham. And that lasted until 2022, when Birmingham was no more. And that was a massive shock to everyone, especially us bus enthusiasts, because the 144 had been serving Birmingham for such a long time, back in the good days of the Midland Red era. And this was one of the popular historic Midland Red routes, because the only original Midland Red route that's still serving Birmingham today is the Arriva 110 service from Birmingham up into Tamworth via the royal town of Sutton Coldfield. So anyway, we just come out of Catshill area and we're heading for Bromsgrove. Now, the 144 was a lot different to the 144i going through the Catshill area. It didn't go to serve Green Lane compared to the 144i. And then heading to Bromsgrove, it didn't go through Sidemore. It went direct to the bus station in Bromsgrove, because the 144i went via Sidemore Estate. And then heading towards Droitwich, the 144i went into Webbs of Wychbold, but the 144 bypassed Webbs of Wychbold. So we've just gone past the Willowbrook Garden Centre, and you can see the bridge of the M42 motorway, which is the orbital motorway around Birmingham. And that motorway then goes towards the Bromsgrove Junction, then goes towards Hopwood Park Services Junction, and then goes to the junction for Arvechurch and also Withell, where the popular Withell Transport Museum is located. And as you know, that takes place. They have bank holiday events, and all being great, I should be down there for the May one, which is in Whitsun. And then, as you know, the M42 then carries on towards the M40 interchange, where it'll then go into Warwickshire, but that's a different story. So anyway, we're now coming into Bromsgrove, and we're going to serve the Sidemore Estate. So we're going to go towards the Sidemore Estate. Now, as you know, the 147 comes through here. It comes out at that right turn over there. And that's run by a custom operator. And first used to run the 147, but that was until 2016, when the service was shortened to Catshill only, taken over by Worcestershire County Council using their Whoosh fleet services. But that lasted till 2018, when the route was then restored by the custom operator, which took over the running of the service. And they extended it back to Bromsgrove bus station and even added it onto the railway station. Now, Diamond used to do that as the 007, the 007, and that used to run to the Oak Hills Estate. And there was another custom operator that did the service that went down to Redditch. And, of course, you had Midland Rider doing it, and, of course, you had Central Buses as well. Central Buses was the last operator on the 007 corridor before First took it over, and they renumbered it to 147. And the 007, that is an iconic number of the legendary James Bond 007. So anyway, here we go. We're heading through the Sidemore Estate. As you can still see the iconic Salt Road bus stops. Now, as you know, the Salt Road is now vanished since the Birmingham part had been cut off, and these Volvo B7 RLE buses, Right Eclipse Urbans, were actually built for the 144 and was branded for the Salt Road corridor. The other branding vehicles that was also at Worcester was the Malverns, which were the street decks, but they're now gone. And of course, you had the Citaros on the 35 route. That was the route to Blackpool, and that was branded as the Nimrod, after the famous composer Edward Elgar. So here we go. We're now going through Sidemore now, so we'll be heading for the bus station interchange. Well, not interchange really. We'll be heading for the bus station in the town centre of Bromsgrove. As you know, Bromsgrove bus station is not a major bus station. It's just like on a side road, a bit like on a taxi rank. But however, it is a nice small bus station with a lovely stream surrounding the bus station as well. And of course, it's also a great place in the summertime for a great picnic as well, because there's like grass in the middle of the bus station, and of course there's a set of benches. It's a bit like going to a park, to be honest, but it's a nice, very small bus station. It's not that crowded, really. But however, it does get crowded for some routes, like the 202 and the 144, because those are busy routes. So anyway, there's the car park right there, the multi-storey car park, and just right next to that is the Asda Superstore in Bromsgrove. Now, it's a very small Asda here in Bromsgrove. All the shops here are very small, because it's only a small town. It's a pity, as you know, all the shops here are so small. They're all on one floor, so they don't have any lifts or escalators. So this is a very small town. The only place that does have a lift is the car park in Bromsgrove next to Asda, and of course there's some down at the train station. So anyway, there's Bromsgrove High Street just right there, and of course there's a chip shop here right at the end of the bus station, which faces Iceland. So I'm just waiting further clearance until we can get into the bus station. So here we go. We're now turning into the bus station. So we're now coming into the bus station here in Bromsgrove, and this bus station is served by First Bus, the custom operators, NXWM that's right in front, that's doing the 144A service to Longbridge, and of course Diamond Buses also serve Bromsgrove bus station. So then guys, we're just coming out of Bromsgrove bus station, and just right in front of us is the NXWM Scania Omnilink working for the 144A service to Longbridge, fleet number 1921, and 1921 is a Yardley Wood bus, and as you can probably tell that the 144A is run from Yardley Wood for NXWM. So I'm just waiting at the traffic lights, as there's traffic lights at the end of the bus station for buses that come out of the bus station to proceed to their onward destinations. And then right in front of that bus is the green Volvo B7 RLA Right Eclipse Urban working for the 144's service to Catshill. So we just come off the bus station right now. So there's the car park, the open air car park, and of course there's the Asda supermarket, the Asda Superstore in Bromsgrove, and there's the church just right there. So the 144A is now turning off right to head towards the Catshill area, and then over to Newbury and Longbridge. And the service terminates at Longbridge railway station, then turns round and then heads back to Bromsgrove. So coming up on our left hand side is the Waitrose and Partners store in Bromsgrove. Now there's loads of different supermarkets here in Bromsgrove. There's a Waitrose, there's of course the Asda, there's even an Aldi and a Lidl, and of course further down at Aston Fields, which is on the 145, there's also a Morrison's. So it is great that there's a Morrison's located here in Bromsgrove, but not in the town centre directly. It's actually over Aston Fields. And of course there's even an Iceland frozen food store. So anyway, we're just turning right and we are going towards the Charford way now. So we're now heading towards Charford. guys, we're now coming to Webb's and Witchbold Garden Centre. Now, this is no ordinary garden centre. This garden centre is massive. It has a Cotswold outdoor store, a lakeland, jacuzzi, and even a hobbycraft. And this is one massive garden centre in the whole of Worcestershire. So here we are, just entering the grounds now at Webb's and Witchbold, and it's like a day out when you come here. It's a bit like when you visit theme parks, but just going to visit this popular garden centre, a little bit like Trago Mills, which is down south. So there is so much stuff to do here at Webb's of Witchbold, and I highly recommend that you come and visit. Like if you want to come on the bus, like the 144 and the 145, as the 144 and 145 serve the Webb's of Witchbold Garden Centre. So then, to the left of me are the two radio masts, which is the transmitting station for the BBC. The BBC station is referred to as the Droitwich Transmitting Station, and this was established in 1934.
napierdala ten klisz.